How's it going, everybody? Doing a request here today. It is a browsing eBay. I'm also going to be rambling about eBay as well. I'm going to be browsing on my phone here. I by accident went to my selling thing. I do have nothing listed right now. I do have a link to my eBay on YouTube if anybody ever wants to pop around. I was looking to buy games. I do sell stuff on eBay. Not like I used to because I don't have to, but I still will. To free up space, and if I just want some extra money, or if I buy something and I kind of want to make that money back quicker, because it goes right to your bank, so it's nice. But yeah, I'll occasionally show some things here, but I do use eBay, quite a bit to buy stuff. Last thing I got was that Mission Impossible. But if I look back to my purchases, oh, Scooby-Doo. I'm sorry, that was the last thing I bought. It came before the Mission Impossible because it was a mix-up with that. And the Mass Effect, I got Knights of the Old Republic on here, Hidden Agenda, which I still have not tried to play it. Smuggler's Run 2, Stuntman on the PS2, the two Japanese horror movies. There's the Timu Solani, and then the Dikembe Mutombo, and the Terrell Davis starring lineups. Got Tiny Toon Adventures here for the Game Boy. Mystery Exile on the Xbox. There's Until Dawn, and the first one I purchased this year, so I haven't purchased a lot. It was a golf club for my friend. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've only actually bought 15 things, so maybe I'm not using as much as I thought this year. I'll probably get to about 20, honestly. I'll probably buy a few more things. But yeah, it's eBay. I use it a lot. I'm in a good spot where I have a lot of retro game stores that are not that far away. I have two that I can get to without even. I don't have to get there by car. I can go to the one at South Shore Mall, and I can get to the one in Oakdale by train and walking. If you drive to either one of those, it's extremely close. And there's other ones you can get to, within 20 minutes. So I'm kind of lucky that I have the retro game store, so I can kind of look on eBay, see how prices are, and then go on to go to these game stores, see how comparable the prices are. Sometimes they're cheaper in the game store, sometimes they're cheaper in eBay. I understand why game stores' prices are going to be higher as well. Sometimes you got to pay employees, got to pay your rent, got to pay your electric, all that shit. And it's never. Actually, I can't say that. In some cases, it is. I'll get to that in a few minutes, but this is what I've been searching recently, so you're going to get an idea of what I've been looking for. I was not going to buy a few of these. Some I'm interested in, but I was looking at kind of prices, but oh god, you can't see it. That sucks. That's a little better. It's because this light's on. Let me see. Can you see? I should turn the brightness up. Let's see. Alright, that's a bit better. It's got Manhunt 2 there, Skyward Sword. A lot of Wii stuff, Manhunt 2 on the Wii, and the PS2. The PS2 Manhunt is like $50. I was surprised Manhunt 2. Ju-On the Grudge. I just wanted to see the price of some of these because I was looking at survival horror games on the Wii. And I was like, I forgot about this. We got Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which is like $50, I think, or 75, but it's well over 100 on the PS2. I didn't know they had that Alone in the Dark game from like 2008 on the Wii, which is not well reviewed well. This Fragile Dreams Farewell into the Moon game. I got that in a garage sale in like 2012, and for $5. I think I might have sold it for like 30. That game sells for like $100 now. Granted, that was over 10 years ago. Fatal Frame I was looking at because I guess this was somebody just made a specific like artwork, but it looked like they were not remasters, but like Fatal Frame 2 for the Wii, and those were not the case. They did not exist. This Chew on the Grudge game is extremely expensive as well, but the reason was it's not here because it would have been before these searches, and I had this game back in like 2010. Played some of it and enjoyed it. It was actually a pretty solid horror game. Cursed Mountain on the Wii. And it's not overly expensive. I will look it up real quick here. Really cool game, and the motion controls work well. There's a brand new copy for 40 right here. Used for under 30. You can get it for used under $30. Some go over, obviously. That one's overused. I count the shipping as well. Limited edition, new, $70. I would not get that. I forgot they made Obscure the Aftermath as well. That's actually a really good deal. $17.50 for all three of these disc only. GoldenEye, Cursed Mountain, and Tetris. I've been looking at GoldenEye on the Wii as well. $35 brand new, which is not bad. You see this one, complete. That'd be it's got. Oh my god, I don't know why that did that. I did not hit that. Oh my god, can't even browse this shit properly. I think it was $19.94 with $6 shipping. It'll probably be more expensive in the game stores. It might not even be in the game stores. I gotta keep fiddling with this. But I've been looking at the, it's not on here as well. Neither of them are on here, but I had two of these and played them. I didn't complete them. But, and I want the one, but it's like $40. At least on here. But Resident Evil, Umbrella Chronicles, Dark Side Chronicles on the Wii, the shooters, the kind of light gun shooter, on-rail shooters, we'll call them. And Dead Space Extraction was another one, and I played a good amount of Umbrella Chronicles. We can actually get an umbrella. And some of the Dead Space Extraction, they were really cool. What the hell? Yes, it was called Umbrella Chronicles. Why they show me a bunch of other crap? That's actually really annoying because that was not coming out. This is annoying. Did I not put... Is it called something else? No, it is. There we go. Not expensive though. It's at $13. I don't know, you can get it for under $20. Oh, that's with 2 zappers as well. That's why that one's more money. When I played it, I just used the Wii remote. I think you might have used the nunchuck too to move. I can't remember. I might have one of those little gun things you could see in the one floating around. This would probably be my next purchase in terms of Wii game. I'd forgotten about this. And I'd like to get this Dead Space Extraction. That's around $30, which isn't bad. When I originally bought it, I think I got it for like $4 at GameStop. And I think that was complete. But, I forgot they made the Resident Evil archives on the Wii. So they had Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0, and those are not expensive either. Those were also under $20. I did have Resident Evil 4 on the Wii and beat it on. Did I beat it on there? I can't remember if I completed it on there or not. But I wouldn't get that again. It's not expensive either, but there's no point. Once you have the remake and I have the Oculus one, there's really no point. But Resident Side Chronicles. I just looked at Resident Evil Wii, so you're getting all types of stuff. But Dark Side Chronicles 40 is not terrible, but I'm always, even when I have money to spend, I don't. 38. I don't like to do it that much. I think too because I go to garage sales, so like, I mean, not that you're coming across a lot of this shit at garage sales, but you're just like so used to paying dirt cheap prices for things. You're like, oh god. I got it $20-30 fine. Once I get past like 40, I'm like, man. No, see, there's one for 35. Dark Side Chronicles. But there's Resident Evil, those ones. See that there? I forgot they made those. The Resident Evil Archives 15. I got my watch list. Kingdom Under Fire's Heroes here for the Xbox. That first Kingdom Under Fire's game was awesome. Crusaders. I never played the second one, Heroes. But I'm looking at stuff like this. I got like stuff on my watch list like this. I didn't touch that again, and it decided to do that. That really pisses me off. But I've been watching Super Famicom games because they're cheaper. And you don't need to know Japanese or read it to play a lot of the games. RPGs you're obviously going to struggle with, if you can even get through them at all. But like this. Super Mario World and Yoshi's Island. That's 26 bucks. RetroGamesJapan.com or RetroGamesJapan.com. I've bought at least 5 or 6 Super Famicom games from this person. They're a good seller. And I got one with Donkey Kong Country 3 and Super Mario World. No, Super Mario All Stars, which is just remakes of the first 3, and I think it has the Lost Levels on there, which was Super Mario 2. It wasn't called the Lost Levels. I think it was just Super Mario Bros. 2. But obviously we got the reskin of was it Doki Doki Panic. That was our Super Mario 2. I was looking at a lot of Scoob stuff because I was looking at Scooby-Doo games. You can get a Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers here, the Super Nintendo one for... oh no, that's got bits on it. I had the black cartridge of that originally, but now the one I have now is the gray card. I do have the manual for... actually, I have 2 manuals for Scooby-Doo. I think I got one at the that garage sale with the manuals and the game boxes with No Mercy. So I have a crudded up one that I had, my original manual, and then I have that one which is in better shape. I've actually sold not a decent amount of things in the past few months, but I rarely get feedbacks for the stuff I sell. I did get a negative from somebody. Even though I said the disc was very scratched. Maybe I should have said badly scratched. I think it was something on the Wii, and the disc only. It was Sonic Colors. It worked because I played it and took a picture of it, on the screen. But the person just leaves a negative going, for the price, this was very badly scratched. It's like, well, I said it was very scratched. You could have questioned me or sent a message, and I could have been like, hey. And like I said, I could sit in and say maybe I could have worded it and said it's severely scratched. Well, they could have still, and that was actually a pretty good price on that, but it does work. Because if it didn't work, they would have either left more of a negative. And here's the thing, I'm like, if this person just messaged me and said, hey, it's really scratched, I would have been like, you know what, it works, right? I'd be like, I'd give them a partial refund, like $3 off, make that better for you. Instead, you're gonna leave a negative. In my mind, I've gotten, I think, 2 negatives in my time. I got 3, but one was a mistake by the person. I was a Super Nintendo Model 2, and the light doesn't go on when you turn it on. So they were putting in a game, and sometimes Super Nintendo games don't work immediately, and they thought it didn't work. And then I was like, oh, and I saw that negative, my heart broke. This was like a while back, 2010. And I was like, hey, that one, you don't see the light. And then they go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And they retracted the negative. And then I got one at some point, and I was like, it's gonna happen. But if people contact me and there's a problem, I'll say no refunds because I don't want to have to worry about giving refunds after like freaking a month. month. But if you contact me and something's wrong, I will be like, okay, I will refund you. I have no problem doing it. I've done it before. But yeah, I don't get a lot of feedback. Like, it tells you how many items you've sold. But I've sold a ton of stuff on eBay since like 2006. And I have like 1,100 feedbacks, and you gotta remember a lot of those come from buyers. But like, in terms of the things I've sold and feedbacks I've gotten for them, it's ridiculous. And this goes for anybody who sells on eBay. Like, people do not like to leave feedbacks, and it's annoying. And when I buy stuff, I always leave feedback when I get it. I never don't. It doesn't have to be a freaking drawn out thing, too. You just be like, thanks. It's just... What else? Like I said, I was looking at a lot of the Wii stuff. Skyward Sword I was looking at on here. I wanted to see if it was comparable to Amazon. The Switch version, obviously. Some people are selling it for $40 new, which is pretty good, actually. And card only you can get for cheaper. There's a sealed one for $45. There's one from Lithuania for $33. I think I'll be ordering that one. A little too far away. I don't order from overseas. I used to sell to Canada. I've never bought anything from Canada either. Just because it's going to take longer to get to you, and you got to worry about there being problems. I've had this issue just selling to Canada. And you got to fill out, when you sell something, you got to fill out the customs form. And also the shit. And Canada, because you got to pay for more for insurance, and somebody just, I got screwed on this because they were just like, I didn't get it. And I can't prove they didn't get it because I didn't have tracking on it. Because they won't give you tracking either, I don't think. Or no, it did have tracking. No, I can't remember. There was a problem, and I got screwed. They just said they didn't get it. Oh no, you know what? I have sold overseas. This is a while ago. It wasn't Canada that happened. It was Brazil that happened. I sold something. It was a PS3 racing game that I got at Sears for dirt cheap. Sears used to have like a bin of stuff. Cheap games, and I found it in there, and I remember I brought it up. The person's like, oh, you found this? I was like, oh, you hit it. I did find it. And they said they didn't get it. There was not tracking going there, and they said they didn't get it. I don't know if they did or they didn't. So I was screwed. I sold something to Spain, someone in Spain, and something to somebody in Germany. Those are the three. And I remember Germany was... Actually, Spain might have been another one of those racing games. And Germany was the old... the Nintendo books they would have. Simon's Quest. There was two other ones. It was like a little box set that I had from when I was a kid. It sold pretty well, too. It was Simon's Quest... I could look it up. They were little books. And they both gave me positive feedbacks. Like I said, the person in Brazil legitimately could not have gotten the thing, but regardless if they got it, they were like, fuck this, I'm just going to say I didn't get it when I did, or they actually didn't. I'll never know. And you're taking a risk doing that. Anybody who's shipping overseas, you're taking that kind of risk. I think you can get like other stuff included, but it's more money and then it gets more pricey. It sucks. I'd love to be able to ship to more places overseas, but you know, it's the same thing when people are shipping here. You know, and it doesn't happen often. Because I had it where I would sell overseas for a little while early on, and like I said, maybe I sold two things. It's possible I sold two things to Brazil actually, and the one was fine. Or maybe it was two things to Spain. I don't know. But not a lot of people are buying your stuff from overseas, so it's not like you have to worry about people buying stuff constantly. And it just takes longer to get there and stuff, and you have to worry about, well, did they get it? Did something happen in shipping? And you got to go through all this stuff with the refunds and all this shit. I like things to get to where they need to get to fairly quickly, and then transaction over, feedback left. When you see the feedback, I'm like, okay, transaction over. But what else was I looking at? Let's take a look at, I gotta see Silent Hill on PS2. I gotta see how obscenely overpriced these games are. Let's see how much Silent Hill 2 is selling for on the PS2. This is, oh, that's brand new, okay, but still. $100 pre-owned. $80 disc only, all of them too. Origins here is a $71 bid. $142, buy it now. For Silent Hill. I got Silent Hill in 2006 for $3. I think I actually had a coupon, it would have been $5.99. Or I had some credit left. And the funny thing is, these Silent Hills weren't overly priced up until a little while ago. Maybe within the last like 3 or 4 years. Like Silent Hill 3. Someone's trying to sell it has a soundtrack disc for $200. What? I got the 2 and 3 remaster on the Xbox One, and that's fine. I know they had some performance issues, but I played a bunch of 2 and it was fine. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 for $130. That's the greatest hits version. So that actually should have Born from a Wish on it. No soundtrack, Silent Hill 3, $130. Like, let's get into the real stuff though. Let's check out and see how much Rule of Rose is going for. Now this makes a lot of sense because this was ultra rare. That's from Japan, and it's selling for $260. $1,000 with the registration card. $1,000. That person's trying to sell it for. Now, this is really how you want to go about this, though, because anybody can list anything of what they want. You got to go to completed items. $765. That and Haunting Grounds, another one, $750. I would never pay that. Even I could have $2 million in the bank, and I would not pay that. I just wouldn't do it. That's crazy. Like, if you think about that, game new was probably $50, and it might have actually been cheaper. Like, Silent Hill 3, when it came out new, was a $40 game. I remember paying $40 for it. If you had that sealed, you're selling it for fucking $500. Let's check out the other one, Haunting Ground. Let's see if that's as expensive as Rule of Rose. It is not. Oh, it's only like $300-something. People are only selling for like $320-something bucks. Oh, this one, $404. I would love to collect survival horror games, and I do, but go nuts, you can't do it. Even something like this, I got this in 2009. It's a cool game. The early ones are extremely expensive, the Clock Tower games. Clock Tower 3 I'd gotten in 2009 for $5.99 completed at the GameStop in Merrick. It's probably selling for $50, and it's selling for more than that now. Someone actually has a balls to sell for $140. Damn, man. Let's see what it sold for. That was a freaking $6 game. And that game probably has gained value. For a bit. Like, that probably had that value for at least 5 years. Actually, no, maybe not, because I remember looking a couple of years ago and it was 50, selling for about 50. I don't know why these survival horror games going through the roof. Sold for $60 on the 9th yesterday. $75. That is. Listen, it's obscene. I'm not gonna kudos to the people selling at those prices. But people gotta buy at those prices for them to maintain. Wow. But it's crazy. That's how much this stuff's going for. And I look for a lot of games. You know, that's usually what I'm buying on. I buy some other stuff from time to time. Obviously, starting lineups and stuff like that. Let me really quickly look up Silent Hill 2 on the Xbox. It's going to be selling for less on the Xbox. So that's, at least it's coming out on different systems so you can kind of look around. $50 it's selling for on the Xbox. There's somebody trying to sell it for $73. So it is a lot cheaper and it looks better. Yeah, this one sold for 48. I can't believe they grade games now. It's so weird to me. 56. 50 to even 45 to like 60. You could probably get it for. I got Silent Hill 4 for the Xbox for under $40 a little while back. And that's disc only. Still no manual, 40 something. I'm gonna look up one more after this. $49, so it has gained a little bit of value. I think I bought that in 2021. Yeah, 38. $30 disc only. 48. Not bad. Once again, Silent Hill 4 is another $200 game probably on the PS2. Hell of a game, but now I want to look up Fatal Frame 3. Like I talked about this. I picked this up in 2020 and I should have gotten 2 as well. Because they were selling them for $50 new on Amazon, and I picked up Fatal Frame 3 because I'd never played it. And it was $50. I'm like, shit, new. I'm doing it. Now used, it's selling for, this person's selling it for 78, but it's over 80 with shipping. So this is almost in the cheaper range. Someone's selling it for 90. We'll go to the completed real quickly. All three of them, those are the Japanese versions. So there's somebody bought it for $81. That says new other. That means it's not no game. $100. Someone bought it for $100 right there. Crazy. That was September 3rd. So this is not selling. There's the first one selling for. Oh wait, no, 1, 2, and 3. 115. That's just wow. And that I got it new in 2020. So somehow, in the past 3 years, even 4, like in 2019, these survival horror games, especially the PS2 ones, just went through the roof. Actually, let me look up one more while I'm at it, and it's Kuon. This was another one for the PS2 that was kind of hard to find, but it was always cheap, and this is probably a $200 game, if not more. Someone's actually trying to sell it for $900. It's $900 that's sold for. This was a game that I feel like was $10 to $20 12 years ago. If you think about that, yeah, it's 20, say 10 years ago, or 50, say 15 years ago, you're able to buy this game for $20 used. The fact that it's selling for $900, that is an insane amount of value gained even over 15 years. It's not like it went from $20 to $100, where you're like, well, over time, that's not gaining a lot of value. Unbelievable. I want to look this one up because I had gotten this off of this place, I think it was called Glide. They used to sell games at good prices. And they used to give me sales all the time, which is weird. They give me like things. There's another one. I got this X-Files game for like $10. Selling for freaking $70. It's actually a pretty cool game. But yeah, that's just browsing some eBay stuff, mainly survival horror shit, what I've been looking up recently. And a little bit of a ramble about, but that's a request as well. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. That is a request. I think I did. But yeah. Thanks for checking us out. And have a good day.